Hello everyone, this is Ross from Retro Dream Beam. I'm an eBay seller full-time. I've been doing this with my fiance Netta for more than 3 years now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm about to go into what we're shipping out today on Wednesday. It was like a decent day. It's still been kind of slower for these first few days for November, other than the weekend that we had, which was decent. So I'm just going to jump right into it. So the first thing that sold is, I thought we already sold something like this, so maybe I got a couple of them. This is a Toy Soldiers collector's guide booklet right here. So it just has like a bunch of different pictures, all the information about the years and stuff from all various types of toy soldiers. Super cool thing. This is kind of like a book catalog. We do pretty well with catalogs and stuff. So this ended up going for $23.19 plus shipping. Everything's going to be plus shipping. All right, next up is going to be one of these free RPG days. This is from 2016, so that's from a long time ago. It's going to be like a duel. This is Swords Against the Dead and then Knights Black Agents right here, the Van Helsing letter. So you can get a lot of these different teaser books from Free RPG Day. I went to one, I think it was earlier this year. It actually wasn't free. You had to like buy some stuff to get some stuff. So I don't know how every store and comic store, how they work with these free RPG days, but people do pick them up. They do like to read them. They do like to get little teasers. They like to collect everything. So if you read this and you don't really like their intro that they're trying to get you into the game, you probably won't like the actual RPG. But yeah, $7.20 for that one. All right, moving along. I have no idea why I keep selling a bunch of this particular one. I find it fairly often. This probably comes in like starter sets or box kits. This is gonna be the Warhammer 40k like rule book, but it's the small version. So I keep selling it. I don't know if I've gotten like a bigger rule book before. I've gotten like the codexes before, or maybe this is like the only rule book for Warhammer 40k. But yeah, I always sell the small ones all the time. End up selling for $16. I get really afraid to label this as like a miniature rule book, so I always try to say like small rule book, because in the past I never had any issues. Yeah, I'll be like Warhammer 40k mini rule book, meaning it's like mini size, but I realized Warhammer 40k is miniature, so I had to be careful with that. So I changed it to like small rule book in my title, and I show pictures with the ruler just in case. So yeah, $16 for that one. All right, next up is going to be these right here. I'm not too sure if these are just like collectibles from like little collectible boxes where you get randomized toys and stuff. Five Nights at Freddy's. There's one of these cards right here. And then there's 3 figures and then only 1 base right here. So this might just be like one of those things, you see those displays where you open up and you get different collectible toys and stuff. Or this might be for a board game. I just can't think of a board game for this. I got this along like a board game collection. But yeah, these end up going for $11.19. People like that video game. I've never played it. I don't think that'd be my style of video game. It's like a jump scare game where these animatronics are like popping out at you and you're trying to like play security or something like that. All right. Next up is going to be 2 like combo orders. So 2 lots of these. I had to put it between 3 bags just because some of these boards won't fit. I can't put like too many of them in one bag. So they got Advanced Squad Leader boards 1 through 5 right here. And then they also picked a lot of 1 through 4. They end up spending $66.38. People use this for the Advanced Squad Leader game. There's the base set, and then they have a bunch of modules. You pick a scenario, you get all your little chit tokens out, and then the scenario tells you how to build your map. These maps up here have numbers. So right up over here, the earlier the number, the earlier it came within the game. So like the intro sets have like 1, 2, 3, 4 and stuff like that. And as the modules went on, they added more of them. But yeah, they'll have these little hexes. You can also fold these out so they can be long. You can keep them short, and then they can like pair up next to each other. Like I said, they make different scenarios. People like collecting these. I have some over here with a black edge and some with a brown edge. I try to talk to some people that play Event Squad Leaders. No one really knows like the real main difference, other than they were like, oh, that's just a different edition. So I don't know if that matters for when people purchase them, but I do take the pictures of the sides for the brown and the black for if it matters what edition people want. But yeah, they all look relatively the same. And these are pretty sturdy. They're like mounted, like kind of like a cardboard. But yeah, like I said, $66.38. I do pretty well with Event Squad Leader stuff. And then the last item for the day was a Truth or Dare, just like a basic little card pack. This is like a playing card deck. There's little instructions for if you don't know how to play Truth and Dare. So I just read that. It comes with the instruction card in the box. But yeah, this isn't like like a scantily one or anything. This is just like a basic Truth or Dare. Like one of the cards when I was taking pictures listening, it was like, I was, say something with a French accent or something like that, stuff like that. So, all right. $8.99. I do like picking up little card games and party games and stuff. I know people play them. Not everyone has to like all the strategy games or the fantasy games or sci-fi ones that like I would play. So I do realize people pick up stuff, but I have to get them really cheap. And then sometimes they can go for a little bit more if they're like rare or if they're just good quality or no one has them on eBay. You can ask up for them. But yeah, that's everything. There's a couple of items waiting for payment right now, so those will theoretically go through. I learned my lesson that unless if an item is paid for, I don't bring it back from the storage unit, because when I've done that in the past, I'll bring the item here expecting payment for like the whole day or the next day, and then eventually if the item goes unpaid, not a big deal, but then I have to, sometimes I will, by putting it back into the wrong box with the wrong label, stuff gets missing. That's usually where I learned my lesson to not bring it here. So I think there's like 3 or 4 waiting for payment right now. All right. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help support us, take a look at our links down below. Have a good one.